Savannah Chrisley breaks her silence about her parents' tax fraud conviction. Keep reading to see her response to the shocking outcome for the Chrisley Knows best stars. Chrisley Knows best stars Todd and Julie Chrisley have been in the courtroom for the last 3 weeks on fraud charges. The charges stem from a 2019 indictment accusing the reality stars of tax evasion and bank fraud. On Tuesday, June 7, they were found guilty on all 12 counts. Their sentences will be handed down in October. In the meantime, they are under house arrest. They can't leave their mega mansion except for work, church, or for medical care. What, if anything, has the couple's children said about the verdict? Todd Chrisley's formerly estranged daughter from a previous relationship, Lindsay, was the first to break her silence. She posted on social media that she was saddened by the verdict and asked followers to pray for her family. Todd's son, Kyle, is from the same previous relationship. He has yet to share any comments about the trial. Additionally, Julie and Todd Chrisley have 3 children together: Savannah, Chase, and Grayson. Of the 3, Savannah Chrisley is the first to break her silence about the verdict. She took to her Instagram stories a day after the conviction to share a cryptic quote. In part, it said, "I live off the truth. I don't live off an opinion. I know what God says about me, and I'm not trading that for what anyone else has to say," the quote continued. Since she posted it on her IG stories, followers can't make public comments. However, her followers left supportive messages on other posts both during the trial and after the verdict. But not quite everyone had something nice to say. Savannah Chrisley was among her parents' staunchest supporters. So when trolls left comments questioning Todd and Julie's innocence, Savannah was the first to clap back. On one recent post, Savannah shared a photo with her mom Julie to promote the latest Chrisley box promotion. One follower left a comment saying they wouldn't be ordering anything from the family. The comment came before the guilty verdict. They wrote, "I know innocent until proven guilty, but the court documents are disgusting." Savannah Chrisley quickly put the follower in their place. "Don't order then," she wrote. "You have no idea what you're talking about. Our government is corrupt," the Sassy by Savannah founder said. What are your thoughts on Todd and Julie's conviction? Let us know in the comments below. Despite the family's legal issues, Chrisley Knows Best will return to the USA Network with new episodes on Thursday, June 23, 2022. Another season will also air later this year. Jennifer Havener grew up in a small town in upstate New York. She earned her BA in Writing and Literature from Naropa University in Boulder, Colorado. She always knew watching reality TV shows and soap operas, particularly Days of Our Lives, would come in handy someday. When she's not writing, she's playing with her dogs, Lola and Roocher. Savannah Chrisley breaks silence as parents face potential jail time in a world where reality TV stars are often expected to maintain a glamorous and carefully curated image. Savannah Chrisley has taken a different approach by opening up about the pain and uncertainty she's facing as her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, brace for potential jail time. The Chrisleys, known for their reality show Chrisley Knows Best, have been involved in a legal battle that has captured the attention of millions. The family's story has become more than just a source of entertainment. It's now a narrative of turmoil, uncertainty, and a daughter's quest to hold her family together. The Chrisley Saga. A brief overview: the Chrisley family rose to fame through their show, Chrisley Knows Best, which premiered in 2014. Todd and Julie, the matriarch and patriarch of the family, quickly became household names with their over-the-top personalities, Southern charm, and lavish lifestyle. Their show chronicled their everyday lives, along with the antics of their children, including Savannah, who was positioned as the poised, ambitious daughter with a bright future ahead. However, behind the glitz and glamour of their televised lives, the Chrisleys were facing serious financial difficulties. In 2019, Todd and Julie Chrisley were indicted on charges of tax evasion, bank fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the United States government. The charges were extensive, with the couple accused of using false documents to obtain millions of dollars in loans and withholding taxes. As the case progressed, the Chrisleys' legal troubles only grew, culminating in a trial that kept fans of the show on the edge of their seats. In June 2022, Todd and Julie were convicted on several charges. The couple faced up to 30 years in prison for the various crimes they were accused of committing. The verdict shocked many, especially those lovable and endearing television personalities. But as the legal battles raged on, Savannah, who had always been fiercely protective of her parents, found herself at the center of the storm. Savannah Chrisley's heartfelt statement amid the ongoing legal proceedings. Savannah Chrisley, who had built her own career in the public eye as a beauty mogul and television personality, broke her silence in a heartfelt statement to her followers. It was clear that this was not just a public relations move, but a genuine cry for help and understanding from a daughter who had been forced into the spotlight of a scandal that was far beyond her control. In an emotional Instagram post, Savannah wrote, "I've spent a lot of time these past few months trying to come to terms with what's happening in my family's life right now. As you all know, my parents have been convicted of crimes they are being held accountable for. But that doesn't make the pain of seeing them potentially go to jail any easier to bear. I love my parents more than anything in the world, and to see them face something so life-altering is something I wouldn't wish on anyone." Savannah's vulnerability resonated with many fans, particularly those who had watched her grow up on television. Her statement reflected the complex emotions of a daughter caught between her loyalty to her parents and the public scrutiny that has followed them. She didn't shy away from expressing the pain of watching her family fall apart, saying, "The hardest part of all of this is seeing the way people are quick to judge without knowing the whole story. My parents are human. They made mistakes, but they are also the people who raised me, taught me right from wrong, and helped me become the woman I am today. It's hard to reconcile the person you see on TV with the person who's facing legal consequences." Despite the overwhelming support from her followers, Savannah also acknowledged the difficulty of maintaining her own public image while dealing with such personal turmoil. "People think they know everything about me, but no one really knows what goes on behind closed doors," she wrote. "I'm not just a reality star. I'm a daughter who's trying to hold it together while my world feels like it's falling apart. But I have faith that, in the end, my family will come through this stronger than before." The emotional toll on Savannah has, the days turned into weeks, and the sentencing date for Todd and Julie Chrisley loomed ever closer. Savannah found herself grappling with an emotional roller coaster. The weight of her parents' conviction and the possibility of their incarceration was a burden that she could not easily shake. In addition to her personal pain, Savannah was also deeply concerned about the future of her younger siblings, whom she often referred to as her little ones. As the oldest child, Savannah had taken on the role of protector, but the situation was becoming increasingly difficult to manage. "I'm not just trying to hold myself together," she revealed in a recent interview. "I'm trying to keep my family from falling apart. I've had to step up and be the adult in a situation where, honestly, I feel like I'm still a kid. It's hard to explain to my younger siblings why things are happening the way they are. And it's even harder to tell them that everything is going to be okay when I don't know if it will be." Savannah's words struck a chord with many fans, who saw her as a beacon of strength in an incredibly difficult situation. But the pressure was starting to wear on her, and it was becoming increasingly clear that the toll was more than just emotional. The stress was taking a physical toll, too. Savannah admitted that she had struggled with sleepless nights, anxiety, and the constant fear of what might happen next. "Some days I don't know how I'm still standing," she confessed. "But I keep going because I have to. I can't let my parents down, and I can't let my siblings down. We're a family, and we have to stick together." A new chapter for Savannah has. The legal proceedings against her parents continue. Savannah has been forced to confront the future with a level of maturity and resilience that many wouldn't expect from someone her age. The 26-year-old has become the emotional backbone of her family, even though she's the one dealing with the most grief. As the world watches, Savannah is beginning to carve out a new identity for herself, one that is independent of her famous family's shadow. Savannah has recently been focusing more on her own career, including her successful beauty brand, Sassy by Savannah. She's also been more involved in advocating for mental health, often sharing her struggles with anxiety and depression in an effort to help others facing similar challenges. "If I can help just one person through my story, then it will all be worth it," she said in a recent podcast interview. "I've learned that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help."